Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build. I'm working on this goddamn Magic the Gathering Artifacts jigsaw puzzle, and I'm also here to hang out with all of you. I'm throwing the Baer Cave Lego the site, the tier 2 blue emote in chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes. If you feel like lurking, great news, you can just go ahead and lurk, and that's okay. I know Aristophan is here, Lashbrook is here. Hello to both of you. Before the stream really got underway, I went to do a mic check and my mic wasn't muted because I was recording something earlier and forgot to mute it after that. People got to hear me go, oofta, oofta, mic check, mic check. Laura Crashington just resubbed on a 160 stream streak. That's so many streams. Thank you so much. 66 months. Let's throw the Baer Cave Lego site tier 2 blue emote in the chat, and to thank Laura Crashington very much for the continued support. 66 months is a whole lot of months, and a 160 stream streak is ridiculous. That's a lot of streams. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you're all doing well on this fine Thursday. It's a Thursday. Took me a second there. It's Thursday, and I hope you're doing swell. So I'm working on this puzzle. On Monday, I completed the frame, and then started working on the middle part of this. Basically, you can't. Yeah, it's not going to work. The background's going to remove that. Anyway, I start working on the main artifact in the middle of it, and then I realized that's silly because they look so similar. It really will make more sense to try to do everything but that and then find where the pieces go. So even though I have this done, I have these pieces done, it doesn't mean anything because I don't know where to put it. So I'm going to work on, the idea is, and we'll go to the overhead, main, boom, there it is. So this is going to look a little distorted because my camera is on a slight angle when I'm zoomed all the way out. And then as I zoom in, it becomes very, you don't notice it. So when I'm working out like this, you can't really tell what's going on there. But if I have it zoomed out, it becomes kind of obvious that my camera is not dead straight on. That's just unfortunately an issue with where I can set up the mic or the camera stand for it. This is the reality. Anyway, tonight I'm going to be making use of this. You probably saw it right there. It is indeed a magnifying glass. So that way I can look at this and go okay, I'm looking at this piece here, and I'll do it so that you can see what I'm doing here. You won't really see that there, but I'll be looking at this piece here, and then I can read that okay, so this is an artifact where there is flavor text at the bottom. I'm going to use some terms here that you'll pick up pretty easily. Basically, a Magic the Gathering card, one of these here, you might see that there is text underneath. There's a line. There is information about the card. In this case, this card is this has flying, right? Okay, so great. If I see any card that is flying, I will look for some of those. It could go there. But this has flavor text, and it is a quote. Not all flavor text is quotes. Some are. So I can say, by looking at that one piece, which now I don't, or right here, that this is a artifact. They're all artifacts, so that's not going to help me much. But it does have whenever you activate something or other, a mana ability, and then at the bottom it says, without flame, there, blah, blah, blah. And it's signed from BRI. So what I can do is look at this and look for any quote that starts with a B. So I'm going to be looking at all the flavor text, anything with flavor text, and see who wrote something that starts with the letter B. Can't find it there. Not every card is going to have flavor text, but some do. Often you don't have flavor text when a card has so many rules and things Phyrexian Triniform just does so much that you're not going to be able to put flavor text in there. Okay, so none of these cards have a quote there, so we look on the other side of this. I could fold it open like this, but it's a little easier to hold it with one hand if it's folded. So then I'm looking. Okay, we got a quote there. We've got some quotes on this one. Here we go. Rings of Bright Hearth is an artifact, and it says whenever, and then there's a quote, which I will now read. Without flame, there would be no iron tools, no cooked meals, no purge of old growth to make room for new. Brighthearth Creed. So the Rings of Brighthearth is this card here, and this is a piece from that, which I have now right here. So this piece here, thank you, Lord Crashington. I am happy that I have gotten it so that I don't have to do this, because the way, so you may be aware of this. I have a lot of lighting here. This room is bathed in light that I don't have when I'm just hanging out in this room. I have LED bulbs that are about 100-watt equivalent, and then I have a ring light that is pointed at my face, and that is to illuminate the work surface that I'm using, and also to illuminate myself for the green screen, background remover, and all that, so I don't look like I'm a ghost or, you know, but like natural. What that does is, though, it does make reading difficult for me and looking at things. So sometimes you'll see me with instructions, and I have to move them to look at them for a model kit. In this case, just having this is very helpful. So I can tell you that if I zoom out, we'll go wide here. We'll go wide. You can see here, because of this frame gets wobbly, because I don't have stuff supporting it right now, which we will eventually, the jigsaw puzzle will start helping itself. So if I put all this stuff over here, and I do have to start thinking about, like, what I need to do is actually have all of this outside the frame, because what I don't want to do is have a pile inside the frame, and then I have to put a jigsaw piece where that pile is. So I'm going to have several piles out of the frame, because I do have some cardboard to kind of put that together. I'll leave a couple here just for now, but I'm going to get in the habit of going to the pile. And then I also have all of this, everything here is also something I think I will be able to identify. And then everything in here is stuff from the center artifact or things that I couldn't identify. Like, I just don't think I'm going to be able to identify this. There are so many cards that are 2 of 2. And then I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that. So I've kind of separated those out. And there might be some stuff in here that I'm like, actually, turns out I don't know where that goes. We'll zoom in a little bit here. Like that. We'll kind of just do like that. You get a sense. You can't see everything. So I got ahead of myself. Here is what this looks like. Oh, I guess I could put this back up here. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I want you to be able to see everything. So I'm going to leave that out for now. So I have what this looks like here. And I know that this piece goes with this right here. So what we can kind of do is, we can't really put it exactly where it needs to be, but we can kind of put it where it kind of needs to be. So it's going to be on the same row as this here. And so it's 1 card, like 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards in. So I'm going to say that this lives right around here. It's not exact science, but it's at least an indication that this goes there. So that's something. This just has a 2 in the corner, and then you can try to tell what color it is. This is nothing yet. This will be something someday, but right now this is not helpful. So that's going to go into the box of or the pieces that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to sort. That was a missort. I did that. So here is the next one. This is an artifact creature. Not all artifacts are creatures. Some are. So it is an artifact creature where the text begins with when meteor. So I'm going to assume that this is artifact creature meteor. So now I'm going to look here for a card that has meteor in the title, because it's saying when meteor. So that should be what this one is. So Oracle, so it's gonna say artifact creature, and then something else, and then it says when. And usually when it has when, it is just the name of the card again. So that's an artifact creature. Has vigilance, which this doesn't have. All right, so this is an artifact creature. When workshop, nope, that's not that. Probably. Yeah, because this is whenever you activate oh, no, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong piece. This is whenever meteor. So now I'm looking, for meteor. I need an artifact creature that has meteor in it. So we're going to look for there. That's a construct. That's a golem. When meteor golem, artifact creature golem. When meteor golem enters. Okay, great. So, oh, that's right. This went down here somewhere. This is on the third. This is a meteor golem, which is kind of covered and obscured, so it would have been hard to see otherwise. So this is going to be on this row, so it's one up from that, pretty much dead center. So off on the dead center. I guess it doesn't tell you, but the big center in the figure is Platinum Angel. Yes, Lashbrook. I have on occasion said Angel. I've not always said Platinum Angel, which is the one at the center. All right, so what does this card say? This card says, all right, so it is a card that has green in the bottom right, and it has a little fun symbol. You're not going to be able to see that, but it has a little fun symbol in the bottom right, and that should be easy to find. I'm just going to look for every card that has green in it and the bottom right corner and match the symbol. And again, this is not exact science about where all these are, but it is a good estimation. Do I want to find pieces that go along the border and start building those cards out? Of course I do. Like this piece right here. But I don't have that right now, so I'm just doing my best. Okay, so this is part of... this is part of the Searchlight. This is part of the Searchlight, which is a bottom piece. There'll be text above it, though, so it's close to the bottom. So this is 4 cards in, so like 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, 4 card, somewhere around here, let's say. It might be a little farther in. I might be underestimating, but it's a few cards in. And it's like up. It's not in the bottom there. This is the bottom of a card, so there'll be some text and then the card. So that's where that goes. Let's look at the next one. And this is what I'm going to be doing now forever. Here we have something vessel. This is the bottom of the bottom of one card, top of the other. Something vessel. So we will go through everything here and find vessel. No blades, terraform eye, stone locust, familiar, fire diamond, specter, gargoyle, herald, prototype, armory, blade. We got a couple blades here, so not on this half of the board. And of course, it will say vessel in the title of the card that you can read, so it'll be readable. Workshop. Vessel. Thought Vessel. This is Thought Vessel. This is the top of Thought Vessel here, which is on the bottom row, 3 cards in. 1 card, 2 card, 3 cards, somewhere right around here is where Vessel goes. Again, estimate. Next piece. We're really moving now. Text here. But we can see this card has text. But it also has a symbol, and so we can match the symbol here. That's not right. That's the right symbol, but the wrong text. So now I'm just looking for the proper symbol here. Okay, is this another ring? No, this is not another ring's same symbol, different words. I'm just gonna go through here. Cards, number of cards. Nope, that's not the right one. Okay, so we can flip it back over. Nope, that's not that one, but it is close on the symbol here. Add 3 number. No, it says number of cards. All right, so I didn't find it, even though I looked through both, which means I got to start over again. It means that my looking through the magnifying glass here did not reveal the card that I need, which means that I missed it. Add 3, that says number of cards, so that's not right. Is it one of these? One of these. Prototype. Okay, so I missed it on this side, so we're starting again. Hopefully we'll find it this time. If it isn't, nope. Number of cards. Okay, it's scroll rack. This is a piece of scroll rack, which is next to the lantern. This is the lantern. This is scroll rack. This goes somewhere around here on scroll rack. Got it. Next piece. 0, 0. I think there's only one artifact that says 0, 0 in the bottom right corner of the card. So this should be very easy for me to find. Yes. Is a construct that is 0, 0. That is going to be on the line of disc, which is where artifact creature enters the battlefield when meteor. Okay, so this is meteor. This is next to meteor, or no. Yes, this is next to meteor. So and down, so it's somewhere around here. Okay. Why did I think that this card? This is an artifact where there's a guy with, or appears to be a person with a leg. So I thought I could figure that out. That maybe it was Sunset Pyramid. I don't know why I thought I could figure out this piece. It's very difficult to look at. I don't know why I thought immediately I would be able to identify that piece and figure out where it needs to go. So that goes in the... No, not yet, Pat. All right, so this card is... there is flavor text. And the flavor text says, Final Act of Spite. So I am looking for flavor text at the bottom that says Final Act of Spite in it. So now I'm going to look at all the flavor text to see if I can find that. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. How are y'all doing? How's everybody doing out there? I have this is a weird thing where this is more active than I think any model kit I could work on. So I'm so focused on this that I do have things to talk about, but nothing big to talk about, you know? I'm not going hard and deep on conversation here. Not conversation, but topics. I got an anime to talk about in the second hour that I didn't love. And I probably won't watch again. Hey, I can say that while I'm looking for flavor text that says Final Act of Spite. I can tell you that this season has not been great so far for me as far as things I want to watch and talk about on a weekly basis. The show that I like the most is Solo Leveling, and that's in its second season, and I didn't even cover the first season, so I'm probably not going to cover that weekly here on the stream. But a lot of the stuff I've started, I just haven't felt like it hasn't been a pull for me to continue. You know what I mean? I just haven't been inspired. Now, not everything is out yet, but a lot of the isekai out right now are not great, but they are readable, watchable, I should say. Okay, Final Act of Spite. This is a piece from the disc. This is a piece from the disc over here. So that is disc here. And it goes right there. Hooray! I got another piece down. We're building out that card. Awesome. Yeah, I just there not a lot of stuff right now is really appealing to me, and I don't know if that's what's happening this season or if it's just me personally. Okay, so this is an artifact equipment, and it has the words "creature gets plus." So I'm going to look for all the artifact that is followed by artifact equipment, because there are not a lot of those. So I should be able to find artifact equipment that then also says creature gets plus. Now there could be other ones from each color. Okay, yeah. So this is a piece of Commander's Plate. Commander's plate is like 1, 2, 3 in. It's somewhere around here. Again, guesstimation. We'll figure it out later. Hey, scroll rack. It should be pretty easy for me to find scroll rack because it's called scroll rack. This is a gimme piece, kind of. So now I'm just going to look through all my cards to see if I can find scroll rack here. Figure out where it is. It's nowhere around here. So it's on the other page. I shouldn't have turned the page so fast. Find scroll rack. There's scroll rack. Scroll rack says Exiled number. Okay, scroll rack is part of this piece here. So it's like right next to that is where scroll rack goes. These are going to be around each other. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so we got a quote attributed to Weatherlight. So now I'm going to look for all the quotes and find a quote that was written by or attributed to Weatherlight, and then that will tell me what card this is. And it basically fills the whole that. So now I'm just looking at all of the flavor text to find flavor text that is written, that is attributed to quote. All right, didn't find it there. Turn the thing over. Weatherlight. Okay, so this is the bottom part of Sae's ring. So if this is this there, so this goes here then. That's where that goes. Hell yeah. Because that's the only place that piece could go. Oh, you can't see that because of me. There you go. Check that out. There's me. That's the piece I put right there. Zoom in a bit. This doesn't look like progress, but I assure you it is. Okay. This is I believe from Prototype. I believe there is a card here that is a prototype, and this is part of the text of Prototype, so we can look for that. Blade Griff prototype. Great. So 3 cards in. This is 1 card. This is 2 cards. Is that 3? Does that go here? No. Uh-oh. Oh, no, then maybe it goes here. Yes, okay, that looks right. Okay, great. Whew, okay, that does go there. Lord Crashington says, I've been listening to more old Giant Bombcast and reached the point where Vinny beat the first Witcher game and relents that very few of the books have been translated in English, so he's going to read the Italian translations. This is also when he's getting into Warhammer 40k books with the Horus Heresy. Nice. Yes. The Witcher correspondent Vinny Caravella. All right, next piece. Herald. We need to look for Herald. Not H-Bomb and Friends Herald, a different Herald. Spelled differently. Vinny at the peak of his bullshit. Herald is a top card here. That is, if this is Prototype, this is the next one. So that goes like here. Great. You can't see that. Now you can. There it is. Check it out. Right up there. See, to me, that's not peak Vinny bullshit. Because there's so many other layers. All right. So this is, I believe this is part of a mirror. No, it's not part of mirror. Is this part of, no? Okay. So this is, I think I can figure out what this is based on the symbol in the corner and looking at the card art. So let me find the symbol. It's not that one. It's not that one. Blue here. There's not too much blue, so we should be able to find blue. He says, as he hopes that he is correct and he can find which one this is. But again, if I can't, it's fine. Then it just goes in the I don't think I know this one yet. I need context clues one. It's not that. Looking for blue. That's not the right card. Blue. That's not the right card. That's not the right card. That's the right card. No, that's not the card. Okay. This is the right card. This is Ingenuity Engine. Ingenuity Engine is right next to Tome. So it is somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Let's see. This card corner starts with the flavor text, not all, with a quip right over it. So I'm looking for every flavor text quote, and I'm going to find a flavor text quote that just says not all. And then I will read you what the quote is, because I should do that when I see quotes. Okay, it doesn't go there, it doesn't go there, it doesn't go there, it doesn't go there. Most books. Not all beautiful things are fragile. Commander's Plate. Which is also, is this card part of Commander's Plate? Creature gets a 3/3. Okay, great. So this is part of Commander's Plate. It goes like here-ish. Excellent. Yeah, because that's not right. So that means that it goes like that. Yeah, excellent. Again, it says, not all beautiful things are fragile. Phyrexians by hiding. This card says, there's a quote here, and the quote will include Phyrexians by hiding. So I'm going to look for all the quotes and find one that says Phyrexians by hiding, and I'll know where this goes. Important soldier. Phyrexians by hiding. I'm looking for the flavor text. Phyrexians by hiding. Okay, did not find any of that there. Turn it over. Couple of things in the hey, I want to talk about news items here while I again look for this. Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed again. It has been, I'm going to turn this up just a little here. It has been delayed until March 20th, which is like basically as much as you can delay a game and still have it be considered the previous year, as far as, you understand, you know what I'm saying. Phyrexians by hiding, great. This is part of Shimmer Mirror. You can't see it. I'm not going to make it so you can see it, but I just added another card to the bottom of the frame. But yeah, Ubisoft is delaying it, and then they gave like a bunch of weird quotes about profitability, and it made it really sound like they're trying to find a buyer. It made it really sound like they are looking to sell the company. Really, really, really. I am looking for something Marie of Iros. So I believe that is Armory of Iros. It is. It's Armory of Iros. So now I am looking for the spot where Armory of Iros card goes in. It goes in there. Hooray. I'm doing it. So I'm trying to get out of the end of the quarter with that new date. Yes. Yes, Lord Crashington. March 20th is, yes, that is the end of that previous fiscal year, because they need that game to not be part of 2025 nonsense. They need that game to be part of 2023 or 4 nonsense. So they got to get it out there. And again, that's fiscal year. I am looking for a card that says at the bottom right corner, 9 of 9. And I think there's only one card that is a 9 of 9 in the bottom right corner. So this should be pretty easy to find. We got some 3/2s. We got some 2/2s. Got a 1/2 here, but I do not believe there are any other 4/4. 0/0, 3/3. All right, now I got to look again because I did not find a 9/9. A card at the very bottom says 9/9. So now I need to go through every single card again until I find a 9/9. There's a 0/0. All right, I missed it. It must be on the other page, and I missed it on the other page. So we flip back over. Yeah. I don't want to read any of their nonsense quotes. We want to extend our heartfelt thanks to incredible fans and dedicated team. We are unwavering support since our announcement in September to further refine and polish Assassin's Creed Shadows. New release date is March 20th, 2005. Committed to delivering high-quality, immersive experience fostered by ongoing dialogue between our players and development teams. Sure you do. Sure you do. I'm looking for a card that says 9 of 9. There it is. I missed it. It's the Phyrexian Triniform. I want to say that I have a piece of the Triniform, but I guess I didn't. I don't have a piece of the Triniform done. This is on the same as the blade here. And that's somewhere around here. Is that, and it is part of the center. This is part of the black that goes right here. So you can see where that goes. Almost done with my first of the new piles. Or the first of these piles. We have some text here. We got some flavor text. Why did I think I could figure this one out? Okay, so this one is attributed to someone. It looks like there's a quote, and it ends in a lion. Basically, E-lion. So we're looking for flavor text that ends with someone saying lion, and it looks like it's the last word. It might be a quote where the name goes there. I'm going to see if I can find this one because it's weird. Yes, here it is. This is part of Jeweled Lotus. It's the Emperor. So Jeweled Lotus is here. This piece goes... This ends the flavor text. This goes here. Oh, hell yeah. I'll show you this. I'll zoom out for this. Look at that. I've got almost a full card done. I need one more piece, and I've got all of Jeweled Lotus. That's rad. Not all of it, but I have a lot of it, because there'll be a little bit of it that goes to the next one. But you get what I'm saying. It's working. We're doing it. Let's see. Exile any number of cards from your hand. I feel like there are a lot of card flavor text here. It says something and then exile any number. I feel like that one is not. That's not going to be easy to find. Now we do a new pile. I'm going to grab a bunch of these here. I'm going to put them together so they're in some stacks here on the side, and then I'm just going to go through them one by one and see if I can figure out what the card is. Here it goes. Wide to bathe. And wide to bathe. So this is flavor text that ends in the word bathe. So now I'm going to be looking at every card here for the flavor text that ends in bathe, or the line ends in bathe because there's no period there, so it might go underneath. But in the side corner here, it'll say bathe. A piece of interesting, I think interesting, a bit of business here. Amazon doesn't usually, so Amazon doesn't take money for pre-orders, except in very specific circumstances they may take money, but generally Amazon doesn't take money. I found it. It's part of Love Seeker's Stone. Mages come from far and wide to bathe in its wisdom. So to bathe in its wisdom is stone. This is next to Jewel Lotus. It is online with Jewel Lotus around here. So that's a good indication over there. Okay, so because Amazon doesn't take money, they don't normally cancel pre-orders. You also run into sometimes they take too many pre-orders and don't have enough items because they feel like, well, I didn't take your money, so it's fine, which it's not fine, but that's how they feel, and it's annoying. So usually, if something gets canceled pre-order, it has to be canceled by the people that put the item up, and Amazon doesn't actually cancel it. Oh, so this is hey, this is another jewel. This is random. This is all random, obviously. This is another piece of Jeweled Lotus. I now have another piece. You can actually even see it right there. I have another piece of Jeweled Lotus Done. This goes lower than that. Great. I'm getting some of this card together here. Wind to lift up. So now I am looking at every piece of flavor text for the word wind, or this phrase wind to lift up. The essence of wind is to lift up the weary. It says sky diamond flavor text. So that goes there. Nope, that doesn't go there. That goes here. That doesn't go there. Let's see. We're 3 cards in. Does that go there? No. Yeah, that seems right. 1 card here. It's beyond this part of weather light, so it is like at least a couple away from weather light. So I think this is right here. I think this is accurate. I think I've put a piece in the right spot. I'll find out later if I'm wrong, but I think that's right. Next one. Artifact creature that has flying. I am now going to look for artifact creature that has flying. That has flash. That's not what I'm looking for. Artifact creature gargoyle that has flying. This is the gargoyle piece. So this goes in line with Jeweled Lotus. It is in line with this. So somewhere around here is where this piece goes. Somewhere around here. I'm actually going to finish my thought here before I look for this next puzzle piece. So Amazon actually canceled 3DS and Vita pre-orders from 12 years ago. Mighty number 9 3DS and Vita pre-orders were canceled. Again, Mighty number 9 had a Kickstarter. These are Amazon pre-orders. Promised 3DS and PlayStation Vita ports never arrived, and then apparently at some point they got canceled. Again, no money was exchanged hands. People don't get refunds from this because it's Amazon. But apparently Amazon UK sent it in there. Due to lack of availability, we will not be able to obtain the following item from your order. We canceled the item and apologize for any inconvenience. It was announced in 2013. It made a bunch of money and ended up. It had a final stretch goal of $4 million to ensure it would come to 3DS and Vita, in addition to PC and consoles in 2015, and then it came out much later, and then never came out on those other things. Probably because they ran out of money, because they were hoping that the success on other platforms would then make it so they could. Let's see. The studio. Concept, which was purchased by Level 5 in 2017, said that it was a delay, not a cancellation in 2017. We are still in the process of porting. And of course, that didn't happen. And then they subcontracted out the ports to Abstraction Games, but they never actually did anything. And then he was like, yeah, they didn't really want us to do that. And then apparently Abstraction backed out, so a group called Engine Software were like, yeah, we'll do it. And that never came to be. And then of course Inafune started selling NFTs in 2020. And he is still working with Level 5 apparently. Because it was his studio basically. It's just very fucking funny that at some point someone was just like, oh yeah, we have to cancel button on this. Like they don't have to, but they just decided they were going to. All right, so this is a card that is flavor text that involves the words beautiful things. So let's look for flavor text that says beautiful things on it. Beautiful things are, oh, not all beautiful things are fragile. I remember that flavor text. That's from Commander's Plate. Weird. Why did I remember that? Level 5 is also announcing games that they're not putting out, so it's a good fit for him. Indeed, including those ports. So this goes... Oh, wait. No, this is a different piece. Shit. Damn it. Artifact creature. This might be in the wrong spot. I picked up the wrong piece. I knew I was going to do that at some point. The problem of putting these where I think they belong is that sometimes I will touch them and move them by mistake. But this is the meteor one. So I think I put this in the right spot, but I'll find it later. This is the piece I need to move, which goes right here. So now we have, and does that go there? Yes. Cool. These three pieces go together. They're not connected to anything, but they go together. This feels good, y'all. It feels good to be like, I know where this goes. Phyrexian. This is a Phyrexian card. So I just need to find a card that has Phyrexian in the text. And I know that this is the top left part of a Phyrexian card. Phyrexian, yes, a Triniform, which is an artifact creature golem. Is that this one? When Meteor Giant... No, that's Meteor Giant. Crazy says, posted new photos of my next model project. Nice. I will take a look at those. When I look at my Discord, which is obviously not now, but I will do it. And thanks for letting me know. And thanks for also posting on the Discord. That's nice. Finally solving problems instead of creating more, says Lord Crashes. Indeed. So, Phyrexian is... This is the card that is a 9/9. So this piece goes somewhere above this card. Is this the one that's flying? Okay, so that goes above this. So this goes like right here, and that goes above it. This is an estimation. This is not accurate. This is kind of where I'm seeing these cards go. Yeah, so that goes like that. All right, great. Let's see. Hey, I want to talk to you about WWE 2K23. I felt like this was an important thing. This came out a couple days ago. I didn't talk about it on Monday, but I think it was out for people to know on Monday. Yeah, January 6th. Yeah, so this was posted on Monday, and I didn't get to it. This feels important for me to talk about because I have streamed this game. If you own WWE 2K23, you can still play it, except for anything that involves the internet. Multiplayer games, both like playing or doing multiplayer modes or anything, downloading stuff, uploading things. If you've got a Creator Wrestler and you want to put it in the cloud so other people can check out your shit, you can't do that anymore. This is the fastest they've done one of these because, again, this is a 2K23 game but the way they do it, the number is the year. So that's the game that came out in 2023. Right now, there is only one WWE game that you can play online, and that's 24, because 25 hasn't come out yet. It's coming out in the next couple of months. They're actually going to announce it in more details soon. Part of this was also them announcing that on Netflix, they basically made the announcement like, hey, we'll talk about this soon. Let's see. So we need decades to build. Sunset Pyramid, decades to build. We're looking for Sunset Pyramid. So yeah, they shut all the servers down, and that sucks. It sucks because often the previous year's game goes on deep discount further and further into the year, and so they were doing that with 23. But a lot of people just keep playing 23, and they didn't want to get 24. And obviously, it sucks because it's like at least wait for 25 to come out. I don't know. I'm bummed about it. There's nothing big to talk about it, but that is frustrating for people that don't want to have to keep buying a yearly video game when the differences aren't night and day or dramatic at all. And you're like, well, Pat, who's playing WWE 2K23? People still play it because they didn't want to get the next version. Like, is it a ton of people? No, but it's not a zero number of people playing that game. And again, it's not technically a 2-year-old game yet because new people haven't been there. Is that where Gaston lives? Gaston is a 2K24. That is 2K's MO. You're not wrong, Lord Crashington. And it is a bummer. I am not saying this is a new phenomenon, but it does suck ass. Okay, so this is part of Sunset Pyramid. Sunset Pyramid is kind of in the middle. And so let's see if I can find this. Is it this card here? Yeah, it goes right there. Great. You can't see it, but I have placed a piece from Sunset Pyramid down. Disc. When something's disc enters the battlefield. So this is a piece of the card Something's Disc. And I found it right here. This is Something's Disc. So it's this one. And it goes right there. That man has no disc. He does. Final act with Spite was to make sure all his magic was destroyed along with him. Oh, Spite. You'll love to hear it. But yeah, I just want to talk about that. I think it's bullshit. This is not a card that I can easily, or this is not a piece I can easily identify. I guess I can identify this piece. Maybe I can identify. I guess I don't know. Maybe I was feeling pretty cocky that I could figure out what this is. Oh yeah, this is a piece of Thought Vessel. This is the side of Thought Vessel. Okay. I guess I wasn't being cocky. Thought Vessel is... You have no maximum hand space. It's this card here. So this is Thought Vessel. This is next to Thought Vessel, but not the bottom of... This is like... Not the flavor text. So this is near Thought Vessel. Okay. I guess I wasn't being cocky. I could figure that out. Is there any other news? More layoffs at Vox. Only barely a month after layoffs at Thrillist, Eater, and PS from Vox. Staff layoffs from around Vox Media. 18% of union colleagues at Vox have been laid off. Obviously, there are more employees than just in the union. This is the union statement. Okay, so this is a flavor text that starts with the S, and above it is add blue. So we're looking for flavor text that starts with the S. The S. But yeah, bunch of layoffs at Vox is a fucking bummer. The Essence of Life. This is from Diamond. This is a diamond here. So it is the card next to disc. So this is the card next to disc, like right around here. This is a the bottom of a card here. It says equip only as a whatever, and it is from at the top of it is a familiar. I don't think there are a lot of familiars in this one. So I should be able to figure this out because it's the name of the card says familiar in it. I should be able to figure this one out. But yeah, it is there's a fund again. A bunch of people got laid off from the newsrooms and from the podcast network. And according to Vox Media's union, disproportionately affected women and journalists of color, which is unfortunately no fucking surprise. I don't have anything to add really to that, except that it's a fucking bummer. And my condolences to folks that are out of work at the beginning of the year that survived the previous round of layoffs, and then not this one. Okay, this is Filgree's Familiar. Must be. Equip, yes. So this is the very top of Filgree's Familiar, which means you can't see it, but I can tell you that I have now put that card where it needs to go. Hooray! Making progress. Why did I think I could find... I guess I can find this card. It's a quote where the bottom of the card says with him. Yeah, I guess I can find that. It's a long one and says with him. This doesn't seem to be attributed to anybody easily there. Didn't find it. Okay. Hey, Nintendo is making something. The Nintendo and Lego are working on. Only Lego and Nintendo teaming up to make the classic Game Boy console in Lego form, and it's supposed to come out in October. And it's just a teaser. We don't really know what's going on there. I know a lot of people are like, just announce the Switch, and it's like, that's a different department. This is Nintendo doing stuff like this. This is like Nintendo and licensing. This has nothing to do with the Switch. Like, we're fucking relaxed. The Switch 2 is going to come out at some point. Like, this honestly, like, yes, there are plenty of people that will want both, but there are a lot of people that are just like, I do not care about the next Nintendo console, but please, please, please tell me more about cool Lego. All right, this is part of the disc. Hooray! I got more of the disc done. All right. Why did I think... Okay. Oh, no, this one's actually not too hard to read. This looked like I wouldn't be able to get it. You can see. But that's definitely part of Seer's Lantern. So that actually is honestly easy for me to find. And you can see me put it in right there. Look at that. Those two pieces were right near each other. Weird. I did like Jeff telling one emailer how wrong he was for thinking the Switch 2 is too late in the market with all the Steam Deck clones being announced. Yes. Lego Game Boy is exciting to me. Yes, Aristofan. Very exciting. That person, Lord Crashington, was like so wrong. For folks that don't listen to Jeff Gerstmann's podcast, The Jeff Gerstmann Show, he often is the host of The Jeff Gerstmann Show. You check it out. It's a podcast. Hosted by Jeff Gerstmann, often. And somebody emailed in, was basically just like, isn't the Switch 2 going to come out late? Isn't it going to underperform because the Steam Deck is selling so well? And wouldn't people just want a Steam Deck instead of the Switch 2? And it's it's two things. One, it's a fundamental misunderstanding of who the audience is for the Steam Deck and who the audience is for the Switch 2. And the second one is, not only is it misunderstanding who the audiences are, and there's crossover, don't get me wrong, it's also misunderstanding how popular the Steam Deck is and how popular the Switch was. All Nintendo has to do is port Mario Kart 8 and sell another 50 million copies. Yes. Switch and Steam Deck are orders of magnitude in difference. Yes. Hey, guess what? The Steam Deck is not available in every part of the world. The Switch was in most countries you can get the Switch. There are a couple countries that can be hard. Steam Deck, because of its battery size, literally because of its battery size, Valve has to pay some governments different rates in order to import it, and they didn't want to do it because they are just selling them just fine without having to like bend over backwards for certain countries in the world. So they just don't, because they're like, whatever, we might not even Steam might not even work in that country. So like, yeah, it's just different audiences. Okay, so we need Throne Guard. We got to find a one of these artifacts says Throne Guard on it, or something. Throne Guard or something to the effect. Hey, Staunch Throne Guard, what up? Ooh, that Staunch Throne Guard. You're like right over here somewhere. It was just like a wild thing. Yes, and Steam Deck is not really available in stores. Yeah, so it's all pre-order. So it has to be somewhere that Valve wants to ship. And that also, Valve is not going to ship you a Steam Deck if you are in a country where Valve can't sell you games. Because they're making some money on the Steam Deck, but they're really making money on the cut of every video game you are going to purchase to play on your Steam Deck. So if you can't buy a Steam Deck in your country, that's because you can't have Steam on there. All right, so I need to find Howling. And Howling is somewhere, it's got a border here from these damn things. Howling Golem. That's online with here. That is somewhere there. That is a different golem than Meteor Golem. That's Howling Golem. Howling Golem is different. And that's commander's plates. This goes under commander's plate. Does it go directly under commander's plate? Is it this? No. But it is underneath commander's plate. Oh, if it's under commander's plate, then it should line up right. This should be this piece here. It is. It is that piece. Great. Hell yeah. I almost talked myself out of that. But yeah, that email was fucking wild to me because it was so like, well, everyone... this is not what the person said. But in my head, what they were saying is, well, everyone I know isn't necessarily going to buy a Switch 2, but they do have a Steam Deck. And that's just like extrapolating your personal experience to everyone. And also, is the Switch 2 coming out too late? And it's like, no, because it's Nintendo. The way that the Steam 2, the way that the Switch 2 will fail is if people are like, well, I already have a Switch, so I don't need a Switch 2. That's where it fails. If the majority of consumers, like the Wii U failed because people were like, well, I already have a Wii. Why would I need a Wii U? And so that fucked up. And that's why the Switch is called the Switch and not anything with the Wii. So it might actually be hurt because of that. But it won't be hurt because of the Steam Deck. Because guess what? Also, people who own a Steam Deck will also buy a Switch for Nintendo shit. Because you can't play Nintendo shit on other things without doing some things that Nintendo would hate, and they will fight you till their dying breath so that you do not do those things anymore. Is this deals? No. All right, I need to find blue that says deals in the corner. And then we're going to take a pause for the cause. Once I find blue that says deals in the corner of the card, then we'll take a pause for the cause. I'll talk about ways you can support the channel and all those things. But I got to find blue that says deals. None of those are that. Don't put Nintendo's lawyers out of a job. I mean, yeah. Don't worry. We won't. They're always going to have work to do. Blue. Nope, this is ability. I need blue that says deals. Deals. Okay, I missed it somewhere. I missed it. I don't know how I did, but I couldn't find this one. So I need to find blue that says deals in the top right corner. And I want to hold it in my hand so I don't lose it again. This should not be hard to find. I just missed it the first time. How's the weather looking for you this weekend, Lord Crashington? No idea. No idea. I don't. It's cold as hell, so I don't pay attention to if it's going to rain or not, because I'm not leaving the house unless I have to. Because it is unseasonably cold for this part of the country here. Cold. Tomorrow, cold. Tomorrow night, rainy and cold. Saturday, warmer than it's been, but also rainy. And then not rainy. And then Sunday, we're looking at cold. It's going to be cold. So that's fun. Shit, where did I put that piece? Deals, yes, okay. I got distracted. Because then I was like, what is the weather like? Going to be like this weekend. But yeah, it's just cold, so I don't do shit. That's the plan. I had to cave and put the heat on. Flashbrook, sometimes you gotta. Deals, I found it. I missed it before because it's basically our friend here is just completely covering this shit. So deals goes next to the artifact golem. It actually connects right there. Hell yeah, it does. Excellent. So this is look, like, other than one piece, right? We'll zoom out. Today's stream, we have done all of this except for like one piece over here. All of these pieces that are not part of the frame have been added in the last hour. And that is progress that I can look at. And so I am pleased with that progress. Like, we got this nice little cluster here. We got a cluster of cards almost done. We're making our way. We're doing it. I'm going to get another stack of pieces that I think I can identify where they go. And then we will move on there in the second hour once I'm done with the pause for the cause. My opportunity to talk to you about ways that you can support. This is an interesting strategy. Lord Crashing It, it's all I can think of is because it's not like, you know, and some people would be like, okay, balloon, there's 3 balloons on this. So this piece that has a balloon in it is somewhere here. This is the only method I could think of to attack this, and it seems to be working because progress is being made. Is it slow progress? Yes, but this is always going to be slow. It's a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle, and I am not good at jigsaw puzzles. Anyway, now is the time for the pause to the cause. My back is not great, so I am going to adjust the mic here. We're gonna switch things up, and I'm gonna go like this so I can lean back for a little bit. Turns out I'm leaning forward even more than I normally do, which is not great. So we'll just do this. I'm gonna move the mic away from me a little bit, and I'm gonna do the pause for the cause like this. I'm gonna get my keyboard out. This is my opportunity right now to talk to you about ways that you can support the channel. Everything I'm about to talk about here is optional. You are under no you don't have to worry about it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not making demands of you. If you're currently a subscriber to the Build with Baer Workshop, you can throw the Bear Cave Lego Scythe Tier 2 Blue emote in the chat. Being a subscriber is the easiest way to support what I do here through Cash Money or your Prime Gaming Token. You can be like Lord Crashington and subscribe with Cash Money. You can use your gaming token. If you have Amazon Prime linked with your Twitch, you get that token. You can use it for anybody. If you want to use it for me, you could, and that would be great. Take a sip of water here. The heat is on, and it's a dry heat. And I don't have a humidifier in the room. It would probably be good. You know, if the winters were longer down here, I would definitely get a humidifier to protect my vocals. Anyway, if you want to gift a sub, Aristofan gifted 1 sub this month. If you want to be like Aristofan and gift a sub to the community, you could. You could also be like Beifu and do a little cheer. That would also be rad. Everything, I mentioned here, that's just something you could do. I have a Patreon at patreon.com/PatBear. $1, $3, $5, and $10 tier on Patreon. If you want to become a patron, join my Patreon there. A reminder that over on Patreon, currently there is a poll for my $3, $5, and $10 patrons to decide what I am doing next Tuesday. And currently there's a tie. You could break that tie. If you're already a subscriber, please go and vote on what I do next Tuesday. If it's Tier Maker, Jackbox survey scramble, because they updated it last year and we didn't look at the update, and What the Car, a game I purchased and haven't even loaded up. I downloaded it, but I haven't loaded up What the Car. So if you're a $3, $5, or $10 patron, you can vote on what I do next Tuesday. And again, it's tied right now, so your vote could make the difference, unless multiple of you vote, in which case you get what I'm saying. I'll flip a coin if I fucking have to. Also, hey, I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/PatBear. Over my YouTube, you can, of course, subscribe for free, but you could also become a member, and for just $2 a month, you get the opportunity to see my Wednesday videos on Tuesday. So you get them a day early. So the video that everyone else watched yesterday, you could have watched on Tuesday. Those are all monthly ways to support me. If you would like to help me out just on occasion, you can go to my Ko-Fi or my PayPal for a direct donation, and everything I make through Patreon, through Twitch, through YouTube, including AdSense, so watching my videos helps me out. I take all that money and I buy stuff to build. I've got a great backlog. I've got like a Gundam base kit, the second ever Gundam base kit that I've ever built on stream. I'll build that at some point. I got a ton of cool shit waiting to be built. Right now, I'm working on something that was purchased from my Amazon wish list. If you would also like to buy something from my Amazon wish list and have me build it like Aristofan did with this lovely jigsaw puzzle, you could go to my Amazon wish list and purchase something there. I've got inexpensive kits, expensive kits, kits that never go on sale, kits that are always on sale, a bunch of different things and things. I have it in price order, although occasionally the prices fluctuate and I have to reset it, but it's fine right now. Knockoff Lego set. I got a bunch of knockoff Legos. I got one knockoff Nano Block kit that would be interesting to build. Nano blocks hurt my fingers to put together, but I do that to make an arcade, fake ass arcade cabinet that has a knockoff Street Fighter as the art. I would love to build that thing. They didn't even get the Street Fighter license. But yeah, I got a bunch of things, expensive stuff, and then some gear at the bottom because it's always nice to have some gear options in case you want to support me, but you don't want to spend, you don't know what to buy there. And there's a few things in there that apparently I need to like move around. They somehow got in the bottom of the list. And so I have to fix that later because Amazon broke their lists and then fixed their lists. But then did they really fix their lists? Maybe they didn't. Let's see. I have an alternative to Amazon, which is my Throne wish list. You could hop over on Throne if you want to do that. Cool people could do that if you wanted to. It's nice to have an alternative to Amazon. And, of course, the most convoluted way to support me financially is USA Gundam Store. You go to USA Gundam Store. You buy a gift card there. They will send you a gift card code in your email. You will then send me that gift card code through a whisper here on Twitch or a DM on Twitter, or maybe you could send it to me through Blue Sky or Mastodon and send me a message there. That's a possibility. You don't have to, but you could. You could do that. People have done it. Yeah, that's all that. Let's see. If you want to support me and not spend any money, you can join my Discord. Crazy Kook earlier was like, "Hey, I put some photos in the Discord, so you should come check that out. It's cool." And then a couple of video links for you to check out. This week I put up Pat Bear's Anime Club. The newest episode is me talking about the wonderful world of the fall 2024 anime season and the winter 2025 season. It was my wrap-up preview video. It's well over 2 hours long. It was recorded on New Year's Eve. And yeah, you can find out about some stuff you might have missed out on, and then giving some previews of things where some of that information is now horribly out of date. And then Kuma Baer is my weekly anime recommendation series, and I talked about Dan. In under 60 seconds, I hopefully gave you a bunch of information about how cool the anime Dan is, and I did include in that 60 seconds a content warning, at least telling people that, hey, maybe you want to look up spoilers because there's some stuff that's not great. It's bookended by some stuff that's not great, which is true. It is. That's not me speaking out of turn or out of school. There's some stuff that's not great there. And people should be aware of that. Anyway, I should be aware that I need to talk about a manga that I have been reading, and then an anime that I watched the first episode of, and I don't know if I'm going to watch the second episode because I don't know. I just don't know. I will talk about it when we get to the anime, but I'm of mixed opinion on that particular series. But anyway, we'll start with talking about this manga while I continue to work on. I gotta reset everything here. Lean forward again. While I reset here and work on this puzzle, I am going to dramatically transition to the overhead camera. I'm going to drink some water, and then we'll get back to figuring out this whole puzzle thing, and we'll start doing that right now. Okay. All right. Let's talk about a manga, and then we'll talk about an anime. So we'll start with that, and then talk about the anime. Let's talk about The Exiled Prince of Autocrafting. This is a fairly new one. I think I just hit 10 chapters not too long ago. Maybe it's on 11 by the time I got around to actually talking about it. It is a reincarnation isekai. Is it an isekai? He died. He was getting blessed. It's not an isekai, but it is a reincarnation story because the guy was already that's right. He was already in a fantasy world, and now he's in a different version of the fantasy world. But it's still the same one. Okay, so this is Fire something or other. We need to find Fire. I think it's Fire Diamond. So we need to find a card that says fire on it while I talk about this. So I'll find fire. Oh, let me put it in my hand here. That way I can find it when I need it. And while I talk to you about this anime, or manga. Okay, so basically, when you turn of age in this world, the goddess, you go and you do a ceremony, and the goddess grants you a skill, right? And you just get a skill, and you go off and you just do whatever. The problem is that our guy doesn't get a skill. Theodore does not get a skill. Theodulf does not get a skill, and he is a prince, and so that is incredibly embarrassing to the royal family. So they're like, okay, well, we have an important job for you to do. You're in charge of cultivating and revitalizing the land of death, which obviously, fire diamond, great, which obviously he's not going to be able to do. It's a death sentence. He's being banished, and he's being sent somewhere for him to just die, so they don't have to worry about him anymore. Which sucks, obviously. Sucks for our guy. Except he does have a skill, because a reminder, he is a reincarnation, but he couldn't get 2 skills. And we later find out from the goddess that if she did allow him to have 2 skills, he definitely would have fucking died. So he couldn't get another one. But I don't understand why they couldn't just reveal the one he had. I think it's because he already had one, so he couldn't be gifted a new one. Like, that's the thing. Anyway, it's weird. All right, we need a card that starts with thou, like 1,000 or something. That's in the middle. That starts with thou. We got to find that card. So he and his maid are the only people that go off, and they get sent off to this place, and they're like, all right, well, we're going to make the most of this. We're going to figure some shit out, and we'll survive because, is it thou? This is Thought Vessel. Great. This goes right here. We already have a piece of Thought Vessel done right there. Hooray. That one right there. Anyway, so our prince is just like, okay, I guess I'll just figure it out. Speaking of figuring out, does that go there? This card, this is part of. This looks like it's part of disc, but maybe it isn't part of disc. Maybe I thought that was part of disc and it's not. This looked like it was part of that. It's sparkly in a way that I was like, oh, that's definitely part of disc, but I guess it's not part of disc. You know what? I'm going to say that I'll figure that out later. That's going to go in the figure out later pile. Same thing with this. This is part of scroll rack. And go right there. Oh, no, I did figure that out. Okay, yeah, that was the door. That's the door of scroll rack. Great. This goes like that, then. Yeah. Great. Scroll rack. This is a quote, and the quote is attributed to someone who is the captain of. So now I am looking for every quote in here, and one of these quotes will have being attributed to captain of something or other. And then I'll try to get through talking about this manga. He has auto crafting. As long as he has materials, and they bring a lot of materials, and also, don't worry, very soon he gets inventory as part of auto crafting. He can just make any shit using his mana. And he's got... The thing is, he doesn't have like an exceptional amount of mana at first, right? He just does it. But he has like a good amount of mana. And he's like blessed by the goddess. And so like, they've got food, they've got a place to sleep, and he's just going to figure some shit out. And then he has a dream, and the goddess summons him and like apologizes and it's like, hey, I have something I can give you as an apology for you getting banished and all that. Here's something called God Metal. And our guy doesn't quite know what to do with God Metal, but then he crafts a tool with it, a hoe. And the tool, when he puts it through the dirt, the tool blesses the ground, and now stuff can grow there. And they get a fire together, and they have vegetables. He creates a golem, a big golem, who really likes him and hangs out and helps out with stuff, so they can do the fields. Because right now it's just him, his maid, and this golem. And then, you'll never fucking believe this, a mystical beast shows up. A Fenrir shows up. And this Fenrir is just like, hey. Now, of course, this Fenrir is a lady. She can have a lady form and also a Fenrir form. And she's just like, I've lived here for thousands of years. It's been a wasteland for a really long time. No, Mr. Beast did not show up. A divine beast showed up, Lord Gresham. But he's basically just like, or she's basically just like, hey, I love this place. I never wanted to leave. It's so nice that you're doing something with it. I'm going to give you my blessing. And now he has combat powers, and also his mana has increased. So now he has blessings from the familiar, and she's going to come back later. Don't you worry about it. So let's see. I think I talked about all the stuff there. Oh, also, there's a neighboring village that's at the outskirts that's not part of the Land of Death, but it's close to it. And there's a village that's dealing with a lot of trouble because the Land of Death has been expanding. So a lot of people are fucking freaked out about that. And they have a problem with a Goblin King. This Goblin King is the first thing that has given our guy any sort of trouble, because that Goblin King did not go down easy, but it did go down with some cool abilities. And coincidentally, a glowing rock was given to him that turned out to be an incredibly strong metal that he made into a weapon. And beat up this Goblin King. All right, I have not been able to find this card. I cannot find a captain of, in a quote. I am probably not looking hard enough, so I'll try again. I'll try to find this. So that's basically the plot of this manga, The Exiled Prince of Autocrafting. It's a K manga thing. It's fine. Oh, here we go. Capping of the Weathering. This is from Sia's Ring. It goes right over here. You can't see it, but it's going right over here. Hell yeah, I'm doing it. I'll zoom out all the way at some point. All right, moving on. Got more done here. Let's see. I'm just trying to. This is the bottom of a card here that says The Impact Sent. This is flavor text. Flavor text that starts with The Impact. Flavor text that starts with The Impact. While I look for that, I'll tell you. The major issue with this one is that the comedy is related to the maid clearly being obsessively in love with our main character. And it's annoying. It's an annoying trope. She could be dedicated, that's fine. The fact that she is so clearly, obviously in love with him, and he is confused and weirded out by that, is very, or occasionally weirded out by that, but mostly just confused by her behavior, instead of just being like, hey, you gotta fucking relax a little bit. Stop acting like a weirdo, or you can go. That's not fun. It's really the only real downside. Mostly this manga is just enjoyable. It's a good one of these. You know if you're into this kind of like slow life, but cool shit keeps happening to our main character, and he's just a good guy trying his best with cool powers. This is part of the Meteor Golem. Meteor Golem is when Meteor Golem battlefield. It goes right there. Hooray! It's part of the Meteor Golem. This is flavor text that says the Searchlights. So this is part of the card Searchlight. I want to say. I'm going to guess it's part of the card Searchlight. The first Searchlights. Yes, this is part of the card here, which is this piece here. Is that piece there. And there's another card that goes, the part that goes there. Yeah. I want to say that's right. It looks right. Hell yeah. Okay. When creature attacks. This is the card text here says when creature attacks in the top corner, and below it says target creature has a sorcery. So we are looking for the text when the creature attacks. When something creature attacks. Something or something is the sorcery. Turns out my eyes don't love constantly looking through a magnifying glass. So while this is very helpful, it's also not the best. But then I can't really see otherwise. So we're going to have to deal with that. Equipped creature attacks. Counter target. Target sorcery. It's this one. This is part of Armory of Eros. So that is not this piece here. So it is like next to it. It's like near it. Or that. It's like that. Give or take. Anyway, this manga is fine. You could totally read it. You totally enjoy it. I'm not like in love with it, but it's a good one of those, and you can figure out if that's something that appeals to you or not. Okay, we got some text here. There's some flavor text that says deliver. And above it says discard. So now I'm looking for flavor text that has the word deliver in it. Deliver it no. While I'm looking for that, I will tell you that I also watched the anime. I want to escape from princess lessons. I watched the first episode, and I might watch the second one. Here's just like, instead of a play-by-play, here's just the overview, because I don't know if I'm ever going to come back to this particular one, and I'll tell you why once I get through the overview. So we know the bait and switch here pretty early on. We can kind of guess it just from that. Basically, our girl, Leticia, at age 7, it was declared that she was going to be the crown prince's a fiance, and the next 10 years of her life have just been etiquette lessons and pressure from people and her family and all kinds of things to just do this right, be perfect, be a compliment to Clark without outshining him, all that stuff. And she hates it. She doesn't want this. She didn't want this life that she's been given. And it's sour and it's down, and we're supposed to see just like how sour and a bummer her life is, because a lot of it is just like her crying and feeling awful, and like you get the sense that like at some point it's like, yeah, it's all justified. Is she a bit of a baby about this stuff? But like, no, this sucks. Like, this really does suck. And this is a bummer life that she's leading. And then she goes to and there are a lot of flashbacks and all this stuff. And the flashbacks are letterboxed, which is kind of interesting. And then in the ballroom, the prince enters with a woman. And our girl, the lights change. The scenery changes. The lighting changes. And our girl lights the fuck up. And she's like, and we get to see the real girl who is just like, so psyched, because she's just like, I have been dumped. He is with another woman. This means that he's not with me. I'm out. I'm gone. We're out of here. Does she wait to be condemned? No, because she's so psyched about getting the fuck out of there. Her brother has been in a lot of this episode, and he put a lot of pressure on her. But true to his word, when things went south, he does have her back. But she's just like, I'm out of here. I'm going to go out to the country. She gets reunited with her dog, who she hasn't seen in 10 years because she couldn't have a dog. It's a tiny border collie, and it's great. But yeah, she's reunited with her dog, and like her real life and everything is cool. And we didn't know anything about Clark for most of this episode until the end of the episode when we get, the title. This is anime. I want to escape from princess lessons. Our guy Clark didn't want to break off the engagement. He got like pressured and bullied by this evil woman who is the actual villainess to take her to the dance, to this banquet, and he should have said no. So he's not like without fault, but apparently it seems like I get the sense that Leticia revealing her real personality and who she really is really enticing to Clark, who now is desperate to have her back. Like, it did not start that way. But yeah, he was just like, oh, wait. He seems wait, she seems great. Holy shit. There's nothing interesting about him. There's nothing interesting about any of the guys yet, but it's only one episode. The thing I should point out is this looks like fucking ass. This anime is bottom of the barrel. Like, maybe it's the art design, but really it's just the budget. I think the budget for this anime appears to be it feels like this anime owes TV networks money. It's like they had to borrow money in order to make it, and they owe people money because it's just bad. It just looks bad. All right, I am looking for a piece here that says draw a card, then discard, whatever, but it says deliver. It says deliver. There's flavor text that says deliver. And I got to find flavor text that says deliver. And I haven't been able to yet. No. So that's my opinion on I Want to Escape from Princess Lessons. Is generally, she seems cool, and I like female-led, anime. It's not an isekai or a reincarnation story or an otoma game. This seems to be her first life. It's just a comedy about a girl who finally has the opportunity to be her real self, but she's not getting rid of the fact that the prince is like, hey, Lysander. The prince is like, wait, but no. And I'm not super thrilled about it. Okay, deliver knowledge. This is part of Jalem Tomb. Which is here. It goes right there. Hell yeah. I found it. It took a really long time to find that piece, y'all. Mainly because I was probably talking about anime. It's probably got distracted. All right. This is an artifact card. They're all artifact cards. And it has the flavor, or it doesn't flavor text. It has the explanation text, add 1. And a marker next to it. And then below that it says sacrifice and draw a card. So now I have to look at every card that has multiple instructions. But this one requires mana. So I should be able to find it. Underneath artifact, it says the symbol and then add 1. So let me use my magnifying glass and find it here. Add 1. So it's not that one. Not that one. I don't know if I might watch episode 2 if I want to escape. I'm definitely not be covering this weekly. Right now, the only shows that I think I'm going to cover weekly are Soriano Utility. I'm at least going to watch the second episode of Zensu because I want to know what the fuck's going on with Zensu. And Dragon Ball Daima will restart, and I will probably get caught back up on that. Because did I miss? Wait, it didn't start last week, right? Dragon Ball Daima did. I don't think did. If I'm gonna look it up. I don't think that episode happened last week. So let me just do Daima Wikipedia. Looking for the Wikipedia entry for Dragon Ball Daima. The next one is coming out tomorrow. Okay, so on Saturday I will talk about episode 13 of Dragon Ball Daima probably, because I think I want to just keep talking about that. Because one, I know I like it, and two, I want to talk about more of it. So I'll talk about Dragon Ball Daima tomorrow or on Saturday. But yeah, I just don't know what else I'm going to be talking about this season other than Zensu, Soriano Utility, and Dragon Ball Daima. And I might just end up spacing them out. Because right now I don't have anything to talk about on Thursdays. I don't know. My apologies. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to watch episode 2 of Escape from Princess Lessons, but I don't know. There's still some other stuff. Like I said, a lot of the stuff I'm watching here, I don't really want to talk about week to week. Or I started some stuff that just seemed bad and I don't want to continue it. Or it's like Solo Leveling Season 2 where I'm watching it, but I didn't even talk about Season 1, so it's weird to keep going with it. All right. I need to find this one. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, I missed it somewhere. So it is an artifact where it says add 1. And underneath it says sacrifice. So I missed that. So it's probably on the other page, but I'm just going to really quickly go through one more again. Go through this. Now's the part of the stream where I want to hear from you, friends. What are you watching right now? What are you playing? What are you up to? What are you into? What you got going on this week? I always love to hear from you about that stuff. I played. On Tuesday, I concluded my randomizer playthrough of Pokemon Black. If you missed it, sorry, the archive is there. Add 1 mana. Oh, it's part of Commander Sphere. This is part of Commander Sphere, which is just somewhere around here. It's this piece here. Oh, it goes here. Does it go here? No, it doesn't go there. But it's somewhere around this. It's not this one. Yeah, it's somewhere around here. It's Commander Sphere. I did find it. Great. Or it's like over here, and this is like over here. Wait, does this go there? No, because I would need the art for Commander's Sphere. Or Commander's Plate. And then this is Commander's Sphere, which is next to Plate, and is like somewhere over here. I'm getting it. Yeah, I want to hear from you. Let me know in the chat what you got going on, what you're up to, what you're into. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here, because what does it matter? But I do like hearing from you about things and things. So yeah, I finished up Pokemon Black Randomizer. Okay, smallest things, flavor text. I've seen that before. I should be able to find smallest things flavor text. Some of the smallest things. Great, goes in this corner. Which you can't see, but I can. Hell yeah. I don't know what Pokemon game I'm going to play next. I think I'm going to play Heart Gold or Soul Silver because it's a DS game, because I have a DS emulator that I really like, so I would like to keep playing DS games for Pokemon. So I think the next one is probably Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and I don't know which one it will be. Hey, why did I think I could find this? Hearth? Okay. Oh, wait. This is Rings of Brighthearth. I love when I say that. This is a fun thing, the fun game I'm playing where I'm like, why did I think I could find this? And then I immediately figure it out and know what it is. So this is this piece here. This is Meteor Golem. And this is below Meteor Golem. And then what's Thought? 1,000? Oh, Throne Guard. That's Throne Guard. So that's even lower. All right, so this goes here. Like here. Great. Yeah, so I think like Heart Gold or Soul Silver is the next one. Okay, so I have a flavor text that ends with finite. Flavor text that ends with finite, or the line ends with finite, is a finite space. It's Thought Vessel. It's part of Thought Vessel. It's, oops. Oh no. My cards are bunching. Or my puzzle pieces are bunching. It's this piece here. Hooray. Hooray. Other video games that I have been playing. Hearthstone, you know me. It's my daily driver. It is my around lunchtime game. Play it in there. Okay, so this has the instructions, or not flavor text. This is the card instructions. Mills a card, but I'm going to wait on that one, and we'll go to another one here. This says the essence of flame in the flavor text. We are looking for the flavor text that says the essence of flame. It is probably a card that involves flames. But it is not Rings of Brighthearth. Because that says without flame, but this is the essence of flame. So I'm looking for flavor text that says the essence of flame. Also, Marvel Rivals. Hey, guess what, folks? I'm playing a lot of Marvel Rivals still. I really like Marvel Rivals a lot, but I'm playing with a crew, and we're having a good time in it. I am getting better at Cloak and Dagger. I am enjoying Cloak and Dagger more than I did previously. I'm an okay healer, and I'm an okay damage dealer, so why not be the second healer on his team that can also do some damage when the time comes and flip back and forth. And I'm doing okay with that. Look, if I can be Punisher with Rocket Raccoon, like I'm going to be Punisher with Rocket Raccoon. Like, it's just like, if I can do that, I'm going to do that. Because we have great synergy. We're a good team. Gotta find Essence of Flame. See, if I knew these cards flavor text by heart, if I was a Benjamin Wheeler and I knew all of these cards by heart, then I could just go, the Essence of Flame, that's from such and such. And then I would just look for the card name. But I don't know that. That's the Essence of Wind. I need the Essence of Flame. I have not been able to find the Essence of Flame. Let's look over at Fire Diamond. The Essence of Flame. This is a Fire Diamond piece. Fire Diamond is over here. So that is like right there, basically. Like somewhere around there. Give or take. I'm going to look at what you've been writing, because I've been talking your dang head off about my video game stuff. I mean, it's all the same stuff. I'm going to try What the Car a little bit before I stream it, whenever I stream it. Lord Crashton says, I've been watching more One Piece as the crew on Fishman Island, where Sanji nearly died from losing too much blood from his horny nosebleeds. Yes, the mermaids were just too much for him. Love how when he finally sees a giant mermaid princess, Chopper's so worried he'll die for good, but he just turns to stone for a while. Yes, it's a much more severe an effect. But yeah, they were trying to keep any and all from him because he just could not handle it. These beautiful, wonderful mermaids. Okay, so we're looking for something that says calm. Oh, we have a couple of things that are called Commander. Is this Commander's plate? Yes, this is Commander's plate. So these are parts of Commander's plate. So this is this piece here. Commander's plate goes up there. It's right above it. I'll zoom all the way out later. But yes, Sanji's reactions are pretty fun in Fishman Island. Trying to watch No Good Deed, says Ghost Valve, but I'm not sure I'm vibing with it. Still doing PoE 2, but slowing down a bit. Still squatting with Helldivers, which is still damn good still. Yeah, I have a play date for some Helldivers this weekend because a couple people in my Marvel Rivals crew, my general multiplayer crew, we're doing a lot of Marvel Rivals, have been missing it. And I will not turn down an opportunity to do that. Sacrifice Dreamstone. So let's find a card that's called Dreamstone, because this is text in Dreamstone. Right, it'll say that there. So if I can find a card that says Dreamstone, this should be that card. Now, there runs the problem with it could be one of these cards here. But let's see if we can find a card named Dreamstone. Ring, Diamond, Staff of Domination. Can I find a card named Dreamstone? Right off the bat, the answer is no. So, let's see if I can find the word Dreamstone and the ad that. Let's see if I can find any of that. Looking at ad plat. Okay, no, that's not right. That's not the correct card. Because I'm thinking it's one of these cards where I can't see the title of a card, but I can read the instructions. Let's see. Aristovan says, I played and finished Thank Goodness You're Here, which was a good time. I played Duck Detective, but meh. Yeah, I've had a bunch of people that I know really like the first Duck Detective, but then don't really love the second Duck Detective. Like, maybe they should have done more with it. I started Kinitsu game based on Brad's recommendation. Interesting so far. Yeah, Brad really loved that game, and I can totally understand. Like, it seems like, again, okay, hey, it's Dreamstone Hedron. It's over here. It's Dreamstone Hedron. Check it out. There it is. It goes right there. We got through another pile of pieces that I think like goes somewhere, and then we'll figure that out. So now we need the other ones that I think we can do easily. We got a new pile of these to go through, and let's start with plate. Commander's plate. I know where that goes. It goes right over here. Hell yeah, that one was easy. Now let's look for. I do know this one. This is the disc one. I can't snap it to anything, but I know where it goes. So I can at least put it where it needs to go. All right, we got an artifact with an arrow that says add. So we're looking for that. I'm going to pick a different one because that one. We got an artifact creature. There's only so many of those, and that's the card art right above it. So we should be able to find artifact creature fairly easily, where that's the art. It's not that, it's not that, it's not that one. It's not, because not every artifact is a creature. Some of them are. Let's see. Yeah, that's a very Brad game. I totally understand why he loved it so much. Lastbrook says, I caught up on GB's Game of the Year, and they had the best worst Secret Santa exchange. Dan ended up getting a sexy anime figure and just completely destroyed the box and gave it away immediately. That doesn't sound fun to me. He claimed the airport wouldn't allow such things in his luggage. What does he not? Does he only do carry-on? I mean, I guess you only do carry-on, but they would have. At least he realized the berries were good on the newest episode. Okay. Yeah, I don't keep up with Giant Bomb much these days. I watch a video now and again. I catch some live stuff. Sometimes Jan does some shit, and I'm always up for Jan stuff, so I kind of keep an eye on that if I see that he's up to some good stuff, because Jan Show rules. And then I think I'm actually more likely to watch a Dan stream, because Dan streams are often when other people aren't streaming that I want to hang out. Hey, I don't think this is the first card for Foundry Inspector. Foundry Inspector is next to Fire Diamond. So I don't remember where Fire Diamond is, but this is part of Fire Diamond here. And so this is just like, let's see, Herald is there. This is a weird approximation. That's probably not accurate, but it's somewhere in here. He talked about his cooking mishaps early on, and then later had a segment about how he likes berries now. Okay, good. Dan should be eating berries. I don't really have much else to say about that. This says something's I, and it's got. Oh, it's here. It's this card. Easy enough. It's this card right here. There. Maybe this is wrong. That's there. This is the 9-9. What's the 9-9? Oh, that's the 9-9. So if that's there, then this is like near that. It's not that, but it's near it. It's like over here. That's it. Again, very rough estimations about where some of these cards go. I'm just doing my best. Do we have a blip there? Oh yeah, we had a little bit of my internet had a little bit of a frame rate, not frame rate, bit rate drop there. My apologies. I feel like he should pull up a YouTube video if he's gonna cook something instead of guessing how it should go. Hey, look, some people learn by failing. Other people never learn at all. And some people never fucking try. So I don't know. To each their own. Let's get this one on here. This says automation. So we're looking at flavor text that says automation as the first word. Which none of these say. Does this say that? Encore. I'd really like to find more card pieces that go along the frame because that's just satisfying. This is part of Foundry Inspector, which we only added a new piece to just a couple minutes ago. So this is literally right there. Hell yeah. Love to see it. Anything else going on with me? This weekend, like I said, going to play some video games with my friends. All right, so I am looking for a this symbol here, and it says and has. I feel like this is on the other side of the other part here, but it will go through really quickly. And 3, nope, and has. Yes, like this is the other side here. Other things, I have some videos to record this weekend, so I will be doing that. We'll get some good videos. I'm trying to record the rest of January's Kuma Baer so that I don't have to worry about it. And then I have to do all of February's by the end of this month because I want it to be seamless. I don't want to do any Kuma Baer outside of this room because I will be in another room for the month of February. And I'll do Pat Bear's Anime Clubs from there, but I don't want to do any Kuma Baer from the other room. I want to do all my Kuma Baer from this room, which means that I need to record all of January, all of February, and the first week of March. All in here. I mean, I could do the first week of March. I could do in here when I move back in, but I just want to get it done. So that's the plan. I have a lot of work to do for that because I also only know a couple of the February Kuma Baers that I want to do. I don't have all of them figured out yet because they're another Valentine's or romance shows. And has. This is part of Commander's Plate. Hell yeah. Goes here. Oops. Wait. Yes. Goes there. And then this piece goes here. Ooh, look at that. Look at all that stuff. We're getting cards together. I want to see if there's an easy one. I want to see if any of these, I haven't gotten to them yet, is easy. Oh, this is easy. This is part of Commander Sphere. So this is like this card here. Is that right? I don't know if that's right. It's no this okay. That's Commander's Plate. So this is actually, I think I'm doing this wrong. This is definitely part of Commander's Sphere, but I think it goes like this. And I don't know where it goes, but it's part of the sphere here. So I'm just going to put it right there because I don't know which actual direction this one goes, but it's in line around in here. I know that it's somewhere around in this area. Lord Crash says I'm playing more Wuthering Waves, which has the anime tropes down perfectly, with the big bad showing up trying to tempt the MCs to the dark side before having a test flight to see how they compare early on in their training. Okay, cool. I'm going to zoom out so you can see the wonderful work that we've done tonight. Here it is. Again, it's all a little wibbly wobbly because it's not, like the corners haven't been built out fully, but all of that, other than one piece over here, every piece that is laid out right now, I did tonight. That feels like progress. Getting the frame done felt like big progress, right? This feels good. When I was working on parts that go in the middle, like this thing that goes somewhere around here, this felt okay, but it didn't feel good getting this done. This feels good. This feels like, as Aristophan points out, this feels like progress. So Saturday, more of this. More putting stuff together, more working on the pieces and taking this and figuring out where this goes, which one is the artifact that has add and to, and then putting that kind of where it needs to go. And then going through the box where I have stuff that I think I know where it goes, and then the box of stuff that I'm like not really sure, and just doing my best. And that's going to do it for tonight. I hope you had a good time on stream. I had a great time. I hope you will join me for my next stream on Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, where I continue to work on this until the foreseeable future. This is our future. There may come a day where I need to take a stream off and work on Lego. I reserve the right to just not do this for a day. I will let you know ahead of time. As of right now, Saturday, I still want to do this. But Monday, I might want to build Lego, because I do have some Lego that came in from Mr. Fan as well. So that the possibility exists that I might need to take a stream off. Let's see. How long has my friend been streaming here? Oh, no, they might be done here. Let's see. Try to figure out who we're going to raid tonight. We have not done this in a while. We are going to raid Games Done Quick. Games Done Quick has just been happening constantly. Looks like we've got Cthulhu Luminous Plus is what we are going to raid. It's two guys and they're talking very fast, so that should be fun. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you come along on this raid and we can see some GDQ action. Remember that I have a stream on Saturday and I would love for you to be there and hang out with me on Saturday. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you in the next stream. Again, on Saturday, I'm doing more of this. On Sunday or on Monday, I might do something else. I reserve the right to take a break, but we'll keep going. Thanks so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.